Alright, been a while since I've recorded, but this is going to be a This is Total War with playing the Empire. It's actually a campaign I started, I don't know, 3 or 4 sessions ago, and I just haven't been recording. I've been waiting for my new headset to get in. Anyway, so this is Total War, and let's declare war on every faction. And it's been slow going so far. Still waiting for it to load here, obviously, but I believe we've got Altdorf, Nuln, and Grunberg. And yeah, as you can see, I actually lost Altdorf just as it was ready to go level 4, so I had to completely rebuild it from scratch. So I lost probably a good 30 or so turns just rebuilding and protecting that. So that was tough, but it happens. I also did not get lucky in the beginning with either of the wizards, the one from the battle or the one that you get occasionally as a random event. So I ended up with a gray wizard and a light wizard, which, you know, they're okay, but they're not bright wizards, which obviously are the best. So I'm not getting nearly as much damage out of my magic as I could be. But happy to say that Isabella is still alive and briefly made an appearance up here. I did not get a chance to fight her, so I do not have her replenishment trait. But I'm assuming that I'll see them again soon because I just took Nuln back from them not very long ago. So we'll see on that. Now, question is, can I hold on to Nuln, or do I want to just let it go and come up here and beat these armies up? Make sure I get Altdorf to level 4 this time. Once it's level 4, then I can pretty much leave it, and the garrison can almost defend itself against pretty much anything. Finances are a bit of a problem right now as well. I wouldn't mind getting rid of both of these armies. And I really need to get Belugar out of here. I need him to move, and then I need to raise this. What will probably end up happening, unfortunately, I may end up disbanding one of these Empire captains that I've been leveling. Probably him. Which is fine, he's only noble. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do that now. That'll help with the finances just a little bit. I'm not going to build that until I have a chance to sack something. Honestly, I'm not going to invest any money on anything this turn. Oh, I forgot to check. I think we've declared war on everyone. Yeah. And I sent that warrior priest over there because I had already discovered every faction from here to where he had to go to get the quest item, so no harm, no foul there. We didn't meet anybody new. Bretonia has been a real pain in my butt. Lewin Leoncourt keeps bringing his armies over here. Something tells me that there aren't a whole lot of wars going on right now, although I did manage to drag Lothern into every war with me before I declared war on them. So that's a plus. Yet they're running away. Oslin is going to continue to be a pain in my butt. I mean, that army is garbage, pure garbage. And what I'd really like to see is Isabella come marching back up to retake Nuln, so I can have a chance to fight her. Alright, so everybody pretty much ran away. That Oslin army is not going to be a problem at all. So I think what I'll do is I'll sack Wissenberg for the cash, and then force march back up towards Altdorf to take care of that Ostland army for the cash as well. If somebody takes Nuln, I'm not really concerned about it. It's level 1, we haven't invested anything in it, so it's not a big deal. So I use regular 33% movement. And we'll auto-resolve this and sack it. That'll get us our cash back. That's a nice little item. And then we'll force march our way back up here. He put that casualty replenishment on. No. That's too bad. It's proceeding about as well as I think you can expect. Aside from that terrible loss of Altdorf, which was... We almost won it. We were heavily outnumbered, but just could not hold on. Could not get Lewin Leoncourt killed. And he pretty much tanked the rest of the army that was left after we had broken all his troops. Gotta figure out a way to get Belagar to move out of there. I need him back down south where he belongs. It would also be nice if Norska would put some pressure on Britannia. Maybe they will now that they're starting to confederate. Until I get a second army up, I'm going to have a hard time holding on to anything other than what I currently have. This is the other thing. They just keep running away. So we need to really use ambush to our best advantage. Alright, I think I can trap a couple of armies if I can get my ambushes to succeed this turn. He's at like 150%, but of course on Legendary doesn't really mean much. Alright, so what we're going to do is bring him here and put him in ambush. Let's see if we can't get some movement. Start getting him leveled up for the next army. And we'll get our Witch Hunter next turn. Some people don't like Witch Hunters. I love them. They're great roaming heroes for, number one, assassinating, but also for doing wall damage to walled settlements. And that stuff does matter. Especially in This Is Total War. Also for block on army block chance. It can be really essential sometimes to start isolating and picking off armies. Alright, let's see what happens with our ambush. He just won't move. May have to go attack him. Twin Kings of Numis. And there goes my ambush. Which means they're all going to run away again. Be interested to see what that Dwarven army does. Running the completely wrong direction. Now if I do go over and try and take out Belagar, there's a small chance. I've already met Durthu. So there's a small chance I could meet another of the Wood Elf factions. Not that it matters. They never leave their territory anymore. I could also go over and just take out Helmgart and sack that. Maybe try to hold on to it. Well, so much for that idea. Honestly, I don't use Exorcism ever, and there's almost no point to Light of Battle. I mean, there's a point to it, but not for its spell cost and the other stuff that we have available. So, I guess we'll just throw points in there. I wonder if there's walls here. Let's go find out. Where's he going? Alright, well, let's try this again. He could only make it there on Force March. We are going to have a rebellion soon. I guess I could come take out this Tal of Beckland army. What are we? 6 turns away. And then I can kill this building. And probably this one too. Oh, we can get a Witch Hunter. Disciplined, good. In case we do need to embed him in an army. See if Nordland besieges us. You know, one thing I didn't look for was, do they have artillery in that army? Because if they do, they won't besiege, they'll just attack, which I might not be able to defend against. I should have checked that. Come on, Belagar. Come out. Quit hiding. There we go. Oh, that's interesting. Now I've got my pick. I'm liking this. I might be able to get 3 battles out of this. Yep. I don't know if I'll have enough movement to get back up and take out that Ostland army, but it'll be close. We'll see. There, and that Ostland army's on force march too. I wonder if I should just take that one out first, then take out Nordland, and then come down and relieve Nuln. Because that other Midland army, once I kill this one, they'll just bugger off. So the ambush worked right up until Carrick-Zorn, Norn. Oh, they're both in force march. Nothing in that army scares me. That one's complete garbage. So we'll take him out first and then see how much movement we have left. Always fight manually, and this is Total War. Unless the auto-resolve is so skewed in your favor that it doesn't matter. Because you have to minimize casualties if you're going to fight multiple battles a turn. We'll let them wrap around. Come on, go the right way. So if they're just gonna sit back and fire on me, that's fine with me. I'll let them do that. The longer they stay out of combat, the better. Alright, that's enough of that. And that should be the army loss penalty. Perfect. And this whole army gets wiped out. So I actually took a lot more damage there than I thought I would. It's not an efficient use of my artillery as it could have been. Acceptable. 105, that's not terrible. It's the heroes. I've got to be more careful about their heroes. Yeah. We'll take the replenishment. That gets us back up to full strength. Alright, so that's one army down. He is almost immortal. Now, that will take me down to 36, which means I would not be able to get back for this. This will leave me at 44. Alright, we'll take out this army and then see where that leaves us. I almost auto-resolve this one. That army is complete garbage. Although for some reason, Free Company Militia really hit Karl Franz hard. Which is weird because they don't have armor piercing. One crossbow unit. Yeah, this will be a breeze. They'll break almost before they even hit our front line. Plenty of magic. Clean out the flanks. Ah! That was a waste. Whoa! Was not paying attention. Get him out of there. Definitely did not pay attention there. It should be the army loss penalty. More poor micro. I haven't played in a couple of days. Poor warrior priest. I forgot to set off all of his specials before I stuck him in there. So they were in forced march. They'll be dead. Hopefully we get the replenishment bonus again. Which honestly won't affect him. He's the one who needs it the most. I'll have to be careful with him in the next battle. Now, either one of these two sieges, the second I move him down there, they're just going to run away. They'll back off the siege. And I won't be able to catch them because I won't have enough movement left. So I think I'll probably go to Nuln because Altdorf can take care of itself. And honestly, that Midland army can't take it on its own. Anyway. Maybe it could. That's a lot of great swords. Plus Boris is there. And 2 heroes. And honestly, if they take Nuln, not the worst thing in the world. Oh, is he still in range? No, just barely out of range. Of course it was a critical failure. Alright, let's go see if there's walls over here. No walls. If there were walls, this would be a piece of cake. And 5 turns away. It'd be fun if the rebellion spawns here and then takes out the army that's besieging. Sorry, but I absolutely had to change. It's 30C here today and burning up. Yeah, I knew they would bugger off. Now, question is, do I just want to let that rebellion take this? Because they might actually attack this turn, and they'll easily be able to take that. I think what I may do is come down to here. Go into ambush. Come on, Belagar, come out. Come out and play. Jesus, everything is a critical failure. 4 turns, so exciting. I may go over and take sack Kemperbad next turn, depending on what happens here. Alright, let's see what happens here. Boris doesn't want to let it go. Will they attack this turn? They will. So we've got them now. Ambush gets foiled every single time. So I'm going to let them keep that for now. There's a couple of things I can do here. Go take out that Marienburg army. He's in force march. I think I can reach both of them. And then I can force march, excuse me, back over here to get Boris to go away. What I'd like them to do is build this up so that I don't have to, and then I'll take it from them. Now, I think, yeah, I can reach both of those armies, and they're both in force march, so let's take them out. What's here? Nothing too concerning. That should be a piece of cake. Ah. Alright, well, let's go take this one out first. Wow, are you kidding me? They're really overrating the power of this army. Now, one thing, those Thunderers will tear Karl Franz apart because they are very accurate. I think what I might do is put all my crossbowmen in the trees and see if I can lure them into a trap. Gotta remember to micro him properly. Unfortunately, we've only got 12 winds of magic to start. Where are thunderers and hammerers? Where are those iron breakers? There they are. Hammer the heck out of them. Delay, delay, delay. Now, this will hammer him, but I'm totally okay with that because he has the potion of healing. Alright, now let's get him out of there. And that slows them down just enough to allow us to get some work done here. And that's pretty much 2 units of hammers down. Alright, let's get him in there and get him over here. He headbutted me in the groin. I have never heard that one before. And that's the army loss penalty. Now he was in force march, so this army just disappears. No replenishment after this one, since they're dwarves. But we didn't lose much. I think everything he peeled off was just about everything he peeled off was hit points with his rune of Wrath and Ruin. Alright, so there's one Carrick Norn army down. Yeah, I mean, that balance of power was ridiculous. The auto-resolve hasn't got a clue. We'll take the cash because we need it. And please tell me I have enough movement left. I do not. That is a bummer. So, what we'll do is we'll come back up here. This army doesn't scare me at all just because my magic will tear them apart. And they will more than likely just run away anyway. Alright, so everybody in this army is now immortal. And we're only 3 turns away now. I wish Isabella would come say hi. I'm going to have to take both Nuln and Wissenberg for that to happen, I'm pretty sure. Which I may just do, not to... I'll try and keep Nuln, not to keep Wissenberg, but just to see if I can get Isabella to come pay us a visit. Yeah, they're chicken. They're chicken.